Good morning, guys. It's Nick at Optima PS. Welcome back to my channel. And once again, thank you guys so much for coming back to hear me talk again. I really do appreciate it. It's something that it's nice to know that people out there are listening. It's nice to know that I'm bringing a little bit of value to the table. So I really do thank you for that. Once again, if you do like what I say, please do like and subscribe to the channel. That'd be really very much appreciated. So thank you very much. Today's video. So what I want to talk about today is I was actually asked a question over the weekend. Somebody that knows I'm into the crypto world and wants to get involved themselves. And he said, listen, there's so many coins out there. How do I know which one is the one for me? And so that's the title of the video, how to choose your cryptocurrency. And the honest answer is it's a personal thing, right? So we're going to get into all of that a little bit later on today. Just to say, as ever, I am a financial advisor. I think you guys know that by now. But nothing I say or do in this video should still be taken as financial advice. It's absolutely not. It's just me expressing an opinion on a subject matter and sharing some thoughts with you. But there's no financial advice involved. If I were to ever give financial advice, we'd have to do a whole bunch of paperwork. And trust me, you would know I was giving it because I'd make it very clear. So until that point in time, this is just me sharing an opinion on the internet and hopefully bringing some value to the table for you guys who are considering or looking into the world of crypto and not sure exactly what to look for. So it's a big question, isn't it? I mean, if we take a look here, this is all the cryptocurrencies out there. Today we're, I think, April the 7th this morning. For me in Asia, at least, it might still be the 6th for you guys over in the Western world. Bitcoin is priced at $69,000. Ethereum at 3,398. You've got Solana at 181. XRP is at 59 cents today, which is a little bit of a come down from the last couple of days. We had a bit of a drop off at the start of the week. Most of the coins have seen a reduced price in the last 7 days, but look like they're turning a corner now in the last couple of days, the last 24 hours at least. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come. But let's take a look at this. I mean, this is by no means all of the currencies out there. I'm just scrolling through. I mean, the list is all of them, but this doesn't go down far enough. I haven't opened the page down to the whole of 23,000 coins that are out there, or give or take 23,000, I think. But you get the impression, right? You can see exactly how many coins there are flying through this screen as we talk. There's 23,000, I think, at the last count. I don't know what 99% of these do, and I'll be honest with you, I suspect once we've gone through the relevant regulatory change that we need to go through, once the mass world adoption comes along, this is going to be a little bit like the dot-com. There's going to be an awful lot of these that disappear off the face of the earth because they never had a... I've just seen LimeWire there. That's something I used to use a long time ago to download movies. I guess it's linked. It's the same logo, so I had no idea they had a coin. But you know, most of these will disappear. They're going to become obsolete, invalid. No one's going to look at them anymore. So it is a difficult thing to choose. I've no doubt in this coming bull run, most of these will make a load of money. No two ways about it. I think right now we're about to approach another crypto bull run. Alt season, if you like, is on its way. I think we need to see Bitcoin go and take that all-time high and stay above it by quite a margin. So I'm expecting Bitcoin to hit over 100,000 this market cycle. And I think once we've hit those sort of numbers, then you'll see the altcoins go. I'm not going to give you price predictions. It's impossible. But what I will say is you look at these coins now, if you put all of these on the wall, closed your eyes and threw a dart, you'd probably pick a winner. That's just the way this market will go. It's when there is a crypto bull run, they all go up in value. But in the long term, a lot of these won't be here. And I don't know the day. I don't know the date that day will come where one day we wake up and they've gone. It happened with the dot-com. There was a huge crash. Too much money went in. People were literally putting websites on, listing their company in 3 weeks of business. You know, and it was guys working from a shed in their backyard. They made millions off the IPOs because people just wanted online business shares. They just jumped into it, and it's going to be the same with the coin. So there's going to be a huge peak before that day. I don't think it's this cycle, by the way. I think we've probably got another full cycle before we start to see that, before the whole world really gets involved. But how do you go about picking the one that's for you? And the answer is really simple. It's the same thing I do with my clients when it comes to normal investment. Yes, there's an element of just picking the one you think will make the most money, but there's so many. How would you possibly do that? So what I say is do it the other way, and look at the one that solves the problem. you most think needs solving. So for me, I've mentioned this before, it's XRP. I work in international finance. We do lots of cross-border transactions, and I know that that sector, that part of the financial system needs a major, major upgrade, and Ripple is offering that upgrade via XRP, or at least we hope via XRP. Via the XRP ledger. So it's something that I know needs to be fixed. So I'm not going to go into it in too much detail. I've done videos on this before. I'll share a link for that video below. But realistically, it's a problem I know needs solving. So you might be completely different to me. You might not work in finance. You might not see how big and inherent this problem is. And so you might have a different idea. You might be a gamer. You might know that the gaming sector is going to see various development in certain ways. I was speaking to a chap the other day about Filecoin. His logic was simple. He said, look, I look at the world, there's so much out there now with regards to things like AI. I'm a teacher. We don't know why, or we don't know if kids are cheating on their coursework, on their exams. Kids are presenting paperwork that they put together from AI. We need to know and trace that that is original work. So he said, there's going to be a system out there, there must be, to make it easy for the education system, where we can track either everything that's being produced by AI comes with a stamp, a digital stamp, a print that says this is the work of AI and not the work of an individual person. Or B, the student will have to go through some kind of accreditation where they upload their paper, their coursework, and it's given a stamp of authenticity because the AI goes out and searches the whole world and says, yes, this is their own work. So one of those systems is going to have to come into place, according to my teacher friend. And he said, look, I've looked at this coin called Filecoin, and I think they have the technology to be able to do that. They're going to be able to create these digital stamps. Whether he's right or not, I have absolutely no idea, to be honest with you. I don't know the coin. It's not one that I do own a little bit because I had a conversation with him once, so I bought some, but I own a tiny bit, a couple $100 worth, nothing to really care about. And it's one of those things that he believes is going to be really important, so he buys it because he can see the value in that, right? He's in the industry, he knows there is a problem that needs solving, and he knows that this coin is one of the options that may solve it. It might not be the most successful one, it might not be the one that gets adopted globally to solve this problem, but they're aiming at solving various problems, and that's one of them. He thinks there's going to be sense in that, and I get it, I understand it. So pick something that appeals to you. Pick something from a subject matter that you know well. It might be that you're in AI. It might be that you're a computer programmer. It might be that you don't do anything professionally that links you to this, but you have a particular interest in a certain area. You might be a reader of books. You might be someone who's in the healthcare sector. There is a coin out there for everything. There's 23,000 of them. Trust me, you'll find one that appeals to you, and maybe begin with a Google search, right? It could be anything, couldn't it? Let's jump on now. Cryptocurrency for the healthcare sector. I've never done this before, by the way, so I've no idea what's going to happen here. But yeah, okay. So healthcare tokens, cryptos and assets. I found something. There you go. Mediblock, Hippocrat, Biopassport tokens, solvers. I've no idea what these do. I've never heard of any of them, to be absolutely honest with you. But these are healthcare cryptos. It's just an example. If it were healthcare that appealed to you, this is something you can do. So you can jump onto Google. So my answer is that it's find something that you're passionate about. Find something that you're knowledgeable about. Find a currency that you believe, therefore, will be involved in that sector, and if you think it's going to do a good job of solving the problem, then it might be the one for you. Otherwise, you can listen to guys like me and take on board what we say. I can't advise you that XRP is the coin for you. I can't advise you that you ought to buy XRP because I know nothing about you, but I can tell you the reasons I like it. It is a global problem for international transfers. It's slow, it's clunky, it's expensive. I think XRP is going to solve that problem. Therefore, I buy XRP because I think once that problem is solved, the value of XRP will be higher than it is today. That's why we buy investments. And so it's one of those things, you can look down here, Shiba Inu. I don't think Shiba Inu really solves the problem, but I do own it. I don't own an awful lot, but I own, a couple of $1,000 worth. It's something I bought because it has a huge online community. The SHIB army, as they like to call themselves, There's lots and lots of people who own this coin, who believe in this coin, who want this coin to do well. They have a burn mechanism, so it is deflationary, so it should get more valuable as time goes by. But there's a hell of a lot of them. There's an awful lot of them. I think they made a quadrillion or something ridiculous like that day one. They did burn, or the guy from Ethereum, it was actually burned an awful lot of the coins. I think it was just shy of 50% of the global supply. Vitalik, he went out there, he was gifted them and he burnt them. He gave a few to charity and burnt the rest, which started that mass panic, which drove the price through the roof. I think SHIB is one of the most successful investments people have ever made in the history of the investment world. It went up ridiculously high, millions of percent of growth, and people became millionaires overnight. That's why it's got a big following. Do I think that will ever happen again? Absolutely not. But I do think it will go up in value because it's got a loyal support and it's got people working on the system trying to make it a more efficient coin for what it does. It's something that, there's a big community out there and they will drive the price up. A bit like Dogecoin. Every time Elon comes on Twitter and mentions anything to do with a dog, he doesn't even have to mention Dogecoin. He puts a picture of a dog on, could just be his pet, and the price goes through the roof. There is a mass market of people who buy and sell this coin on the back of what Elon does. And if you think Elon's going to come out and start talking about it more and more in the future, it might be worth one to buy, right? The point is to pick a coin that appeals to you for the reason it does, then research it. You can't research 23,000, so pick the ones that most appeal to you. Pick the ones that you think solve a problem. I know there's lots of talk out there that utility isn't going to change the world, but trust me, it is. It just is. I don't care what that utility is, but everything is going crypto. Real estate is going crypto. If you're somebody that buys REITs, real estate investment trusts, because you like the idea of owning a piece of those properties, and you like the fact that you get rental income dividends, then real estate is going to move online. Have a look at coins which tokenize real estate. There's many of them. Again, I can jump onto Google and do the same thing. So cryptocurrency that tokenizes real estate. Again, I've never done this search. I'm literally finding this out as we go along. Blockchains like Ethereum, Tezos, Binance Smart Chain, Polkadot, and Solana are being used to tokenize real estate in 2024. Each has its own features and benefits for tokenization of a real estate projects. Choosing a blockchain depends on the goals of the project. But already you've got the ultimate guide to real estate tokenization. I could open that, we could go through it. This video isn't about real estate tokenization. It's about choosing the crypto that's correct for you. But the simple fact of the matter is that's what I do. I take a look, I go, this is annoying me, is there a way to fix it? So the real estate one is something that appeals to me, by the way. The ability to buy and sell tiny portions of property via a coin makes perfect sense to me. The ability to list my property as a tokenized asset on the cryptocurrency, on a ledger somewhere, makes perfect sense to me. If I wanted to do it, that's how I think I will do it. Rather than take out a mortgage to get new finance, rather than sell the property, I think I will tokenize my property and then allow people to buy tiny pieces of it. And of course, I have to split that revenue. That's how it works. We're not ready for that yet. The world isn't there yet, but I'm talking about the next 4 or 5 years. I suspect I will begin doing this with my properties, maybe just to raise finance to buy another property. Maybe I won't ever buy another property again, and I'll just buy coins that give me shares in the property. It's a whole new changing world coming along. We're at the very beginning of it, so I wouldn't say rush out and do these things tomorrow. But if you begin your research today, if you know which coins are the ones for you, you start dollar cost averaging in now, then you're going to have an awful lot of the right coins at the right time, and you're going to be happy with yourself. So listen, I'm already at 14 minutes. That's really all I wanted to say today. It's just a quick short one to say, this is what I do. I choose a subject that I think can be improved. I look at the coins that are trying to improve it, and that's where I aim my investment. So hopefully that all makes sense to you. If you did like what I said today, please do subscribe to the channel. Please do share this video with friends. Please do let me know in the comments if there's anything else I can do to help. I'm always here. I'm happy to help. Subjects are what's important to you, not me. So rather than me talking about what I want to talk about, why don't you guys let me know what you'd like to talk about? I don't do that much research on these things. I'm not a research channel. I'm just an opinion piece. So I will share with you my opinions and tell you what I think. If it's something I don't know about, I'm big enough to admit that. I don't know everything out there. But if it's something I do, then I'll share the knowledge I have, and hopefully that will help you make better decisions moving forwards. So I'll leave that with you there. As I say, thanks again for listening to me today. I really do appreciate it, and we'll speak again soon. All the best, Nick.